This is a Yummy exclusive.
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is big episode 80. You know, we in this bitch. Welcome back. This is our weekly rounds, I guess. How y'all doing? You know, y'all been having a good time, a great life. Good Sean. Terrell fucking picking hairs out his microphone head and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we here. We all here. I got some gameplays in the back. Y'all enjoy that. Don't get too distracted, though. You know, stay in here. Yeah, that was a good time too. We couldn't even get that shit to work. You see how long it took that shit to load up? But anyway, back to the podcast, man. The audio listeners like, what the hell is going on? Go over to the YouTube, man. Check us out. We've been kind of lacking with the content, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it back popping again. Like Street Fighter's doing what it does. It has collected my soul, but yeah, we actually did need a little bit of break. The brunt of the work kind of fell onto Terrell because I was gone for a little bit, so I understand what he's going through. But we got some stuff in the vault for y'all, man. Some very special treats. We're gonna be coming out with more backrooms footage. You're gonna be coming out with some labyrinth footage. Hopefully, we can get some Street Fighter footage out there because we play that game the most. Niggas got 400 hours on the game, but ain't not nam one short or video out of the shit. So
I put one out of my DJ.
You did.
I don't count.
Yeah,
you did. You did.
The Bati boy.
I was fine.
You did.
And then you fucking me up with Geef is in
Oh yeah,
a late night shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
That's the number 7.
Technically, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Number 7, man.
Yeah, let me.
I don't have y'all perspective on nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we're gonna get it going. But enough of that. How y'all boys feeling this week, man?
I'm good, man. I'm great. On vacation for another day, I think. And I go back to hell. But
Man,
I've been sleeping, man.
How's that vacation treating you, King? That 5
Sleeping.
days is glorious, bro.
Sleeping, fucking watching TV on here.
Hell yeah.
I sleep, wake up, take Kovu outside, get on the computer, and play fucking Street Fighter and get my ass whooped.
Wait, hold on. My red flag. Light bulb just got raised. What happened to that calisthenics?
I've been doing it still. I didn't do it last night. I did it the night before. I didn't do it the night before that because I had the allergies, and then before that I didn't have no rest days. So I was like, I'm just gonna take rest days. Actually make use of them shits because those are just as important as working out. If y'all didn't know.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I'm gonna get back on it today for another couple of days straight, then take a day off type shit. But yeah, I've been doing it. Drinking my water. Eating at after 6, from 12 to 6, still holding that shit. I only messed it up one time because I was like fucking starving. I was like, right, I gotta eat at like 3. But besides that, man, same shit. Chilling. Denzel, how you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Nothing new going on. Just chilling, gaming, playing what I want to play. Playing with my homies.
The last part I see you kind of threw in there, but yeah, you have been doing that. Yeah, they made a pact and did not follow through. That's tough. Devin, how you feeling now? You real smiley today.
Man. I'm feeling good, man. Find some other games to grind. I've been playing ESO. For those of you who don't know, that's Elder Scrolls Online. Skyrim, if any of you people play games and stuff like that. Now I've been playing Dead by Daylight. Just practicing my killer stuff. We got MK1 in the next week and a half. You might see some MK1 gameplay from me on there. Hopefully I can make a video or something like that. I am gonna release a video on Justice Guy's channel. I already recorded it. I just need to edit it. Yeah, that was gonna be a surprise. I was gonna message you at midnight, like, yo, what's the password to the stuff?
Oh shit. This is news to me.
Yeah, it's in the works. That was the video I was talking about, right? It was actually 2 separate videos. But
I like that. I need more of that.
I gotta start putting my thing in there, man. I've been watching.
I need more of that.
Gotta improvise and stuff. But I've been pretty good, man. I'm about to be off just like Terrell, but not 5 days, sadly 4. I work tomorrow, and then I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for Labor Day. So I go back in Tuesday, and it's gonna be a short week for me again. So I'm chilling, man. Nothing much I can ask for, bro. With the bros.
Yeah, life has been smooth. It's been good. No curveballs. It's been consistent. I like it. I like where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? I have no complaints. But with that being said, we're gonna get into some very special topics for y'all.
Dun, dun,
First and foremost, what's crazy is the last time we talked about a hurricane on this podcast, this man had a fucking background wallpaper that had noise that sounded like a motherfucker was in a hurricane for real. If y'all remember, I forgot what episode that was, but Denzel was recording this shit on his end, and his wallpaper had sound behind it. So I was like, what the fuck is that sound the whole episode? He's like, oh, bro, it's my wallpaper. I was like, damn. Like, it was fitting.
Oh
We're talking
yeah,
about
that's
hurricanes.
right. I remember that shit.
We're talking about hurricanes, but hey, man, if you most of our listeners are in Florida, so y'all stay safe out there. I mean, this shit already passed at the time of us recording this, but that shit was a handful, especially with like the super moon and all that shit. But the super moon was tonight, but still, the storm surge was estimated to be like 12 to 16 feet of water, and it's like, damn, I see a lot of places flooded. A lot of motherfuckers' houses got water in it. But I mean, we talked about this last year. Like, y'all can't be like so proud to be like, I'm from Florida. I've survived all these other hurricanes, and it's like, bruh, like these hurricanes. This shit went from a category or tropical storm to a category 3 or 4 in 24 hours, like in a day. Like that shit is crazy. That shit is almost unheard of type shit. And like these storms are getting stronger and stronger. Like you can't just take it lightly because it's a category 3. I'm just gonna stay here and hold it down. Like hell no, get your shit and evacuate. There's an evacuation order. If you don't got the funds to evacuate, that's a different story. But like if they're telling you evacuate and your goofy ass like, nah, I'm gonna hold it down, and your roof is gone, you looking at the stars and shit at night. Like no, bitch, like get your ass up and go. But there's a bunch of shit in Florida now, like the fucking gas. The cities that were given the evacuation order had fucked up gas due to human error. They had gasoline mixed with diesel. So if you went to like a Citgo, a 7-Eleven, I think a Circle K, like a bunch of those shits, your car is fucked. And then the governor was like, "Oh well, that sucks." And that's it. No, nothing. Not giving them no payouts, nothing. Your car is just fucked. Like if you have diesel in your shit, your car is shit. Your engine's fucked. It's done. That's just not turning on. That's just not cranking. Nothing. So hey, man, that's just wild. I know.
That shit sound
Our
like the
governor is
Texas governor.
ass. Our governor is ass. I know the
Shit.
Texas governor is trash too, but the one in Florida, he's
Bro,
ass.
like hand in hand, bro. When that pandemic, I remember I was talking about that pandemic episode. That man said, "I don't give a fuck if you die, you limping, you got one leg. This shit staying open, fam." I was like, bro, this thing's evil.
That should be wild, bro.
Yeah,
How you gonna
man.
give somebody an evacuation order, but they can't evacuate? Motherfuckers' cars don't work.
Yeah, human
The
error,
fuck?
my ass.
Yeah, human error, my ass.
But
Bro, shit got fired. Ain't giving a paycheck, man.
So my car is fried now. My car
Yeah,
is fried.
bro.
My house is flooded.
Hey, you
What
know
the
what's
fuck?
crazy too? Like, imagine, like, since I know somebody in Florida had to get a new car that week or something, and they just had to
Probably.
fill up, bro. And your shit already fucked up, like, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can get, that's covered though. Like you can get that shit covered by the dealership though. This is new. Now if you
Shit, but you know how
if you on like
shiesty
a
they be, bro.
$500 junk car that you bought, then
Yeah,
you fuck.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah, no, like, especially if you go to a mom and pop shop, but even still, if you go to a dealership, they be shiesty on that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what are you
And
talking about? It's not starting. We just checked it out yesterday.
Let that have been my car. All hell would have broke loose.
Man,
Oh, we're right to the fucking.
I don't wish nothing. I don't wish
right
that
to
on
the
my
fucking
worst
government
enemy, the
building.
transmission, bro.
Like, where
Because
my
once
money
your
at?
transmission go out, bro, you got two options: junk that bit and get a new one, or pay that $1,500 to $2,000 to get it replaced. And Lord knows, finding the transmission these days that fit your shit is damn near hard as hell. So,
I would have been making a ruckus, starting petitions, all that shit. Like, how the fuck?
nah, that's crazy.
I'm glad
yeah,
my car is sitting here on like 40 miles to the tank.
Speaking of
Like
gallons,
I have not filled up my gas at all, and I'm kind of glad I did it.
My shit's
I don't know how far that issue traveled. I know in the affected areas, like the area like that, the Big Bend, what they call it, where Tallahassee and all that shit's at. There they got it, but I don't know if it went down here. So I was like, you know what? Well, I'm not filling up until I'm about to go to work. So on Friday afternoon, I'm gonna go get gas. But hopefully by then, I don't even gotta worry about this shit. But yeah, like we're talking about before the podcast, like this guy I seen on TikTok, he had an old ass Corvette, but that Corvette looked fire as fuck.
Oh, this was the
And
metal ones then.
and his shit was a mile away from his house. He had just put gas in that shit. That shit just died on him. Cranking that shit's not doing nothing. Fucking white smoke's coming out the back of his shit. And he was sitting there and he had to push that bitch in the rain, like, and the cops were like, nah, like you gotta pull this shit to the side, push that shit in the grass. Motherfucker said he can't push his shit. He has to call a tow truck. And then one of his viewers had seen his video pop up on his For You page and was like, he swung by with a tow strap, took his shit to his house. That's a W man. That's some real shit. And his little Ford truck pulled his vet to the shit. I was like, okay. But yeah, I mean, he thought it was the battery. He charged the battery. Nothing. Still not turning over. I was like, damn. That man had the fucked up gas, bro. There's no leaks on his shit. Nothing. Motherfuckers in the comment section is like, oh, it might be this. It might be this. It's like, nah, bro. He's in the area. Like, it's most likely the gas, bro. His engine's just shot.
Was that gas, bro? Damn, that's crazy.
That's unfortunate. I could just imagine if some shit like that happened to me. I probably wouldn't see me for a little while, bro. I'd be angry for a few days.
Hell yeah,
I'll
bro.
have to stay off this shit. Somebody gonna have to suffer with me. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody gonna have to suffer with me. So take that as you will.
Hey man, but I might have more days off. I ain't gonna lie. That's just supposed to spin back around and hit the other side of Florida. Supposedly.
Yeah. We'll
see.
Up, bro.
As a Cat 1 though, like nothing.
Cat 1. Yeah.
I about to say nothing
that's
too
the highest
crazy.
Category. I hear Cat 1, 6.
That we can talk about that. Motherfuckers take their news from TikTok now. And it was like this girl.
Man.
It was this guy on the original video is this guy on TikTok saying that he's a time traveler from 2030 something.
Oh shit. Here we
and on September 9th, I think, or September 6th, a category 6 hurricane is supposed to hit Florida. And this girl reposted, like, pretty much did the same shit. It's like, yeah, like, category 6 is supposed to hit, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, oh my God. And now with Idalia, supposed to go around and interact with Franklin, the other hurricane that's out there, and then hit Florida again. They're like, they're going to combine, and it's going to be a category 6. Oh my God. It's like, bro, the scale doesn't go that high, 1. 2, normally when 2 big systems like that interact, they end up getting super disorganized. They don't form, they don't combine. It's not like 1 + 1. That shit will fuck each other up because they're spinning at 2 different speeds. One's a fucking, at that point, it'll be like a tropical storm again by the time it interacts with a category 5 hurricane. So it's like, bruh, it's not gonna fucking turn into a category 6. Stop getting your fucking news from fucking TikTok. Like, that shit does not, that motherfucker is not real. Goofy ass bitch.
Hey, bro.
No, it's valid. I don't know why.
Like I get the information, like, TikTok, it's cool, to look at videos and stuff, but like seriously, people, like, stop spreading false news or acting like a know-it-all on TikTok. Like, you can't predict what the hell is supposed to happen. It can say cat sissy and jump right down to a cat 1 before it even hits the land. Like, bro, like, nature is unpredictable, bro.
Facts.
Gotta stop, bro.
But anyways, enough hurricane talk, man. We done that. Been there, done that. You want to start with Ye?
Yeah.
Let's start with Ye. Go ahead, Denzel, since it was your topic.
So, man,
It's
Ye,
crazy.
he was out in Italy, with his wife, what I'm saying, chilling. And he was on the boat, and, he was enjoying his time on the boat in Italy with his wife. And he just happened to get a little top on the boat. And niggas took pictures of him getting some top, talking about some, he's a disappointment. But it's like, how you gonna talk about Ye getting some top? And Kim got a whole sex tape I can look up right now. That makes sense. Like,
I
and
swear,
then Kim
motherfuckers can't
they
stand to
asked
see
Kim
you.
about it. Kim hating on him. Talking about, so how I'm gonna tell this to the kids and what the band. I was like, just shut up.
You have a
You have a whole sex tape, and then make matters fact, your kid found out the sex tape on Roblox. Y'all remember that, right? When
Yeah.
the kid was like, what?
yeah.
I'm
You're a
not gonna
disappointment.
Bro,
The fuck?
what?
They
What are you
both
talking
in,
about?
They both in the wrong, but
Nah,
yay.
bro. Ye is
You can't be getting top in no Catholic city like that. Like that's illegal
Bro,
as
don't give
shit.
a
Like
fuck.
this man will get internationally jailed for getting some
Man.
top. If it's true.
But here's the
It's
thing,
alleged.
though. Old girl only had none. She had on those little, like, I don't know if y'all ever watched the movie where a girl have on like a detective coat, but it be nothing on under that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Mhm.
she had
basically
that
that shit on.
nude. She had like a nude top on and some nude leggings, but it kind of looked like she was like butt ass naked. But she was in
Hey man,
some
Yeah,
nude
but
clothing.
she
Bro,
basically had the
completing side
detective
missions.
jacket on, and she didn't have nothing on under that bitch. It was topping that man off on the boat. Let that man live. He in
bro,
Italy.
living, bro, doing side missions, king shit.
Why niggas hating on Ye? Because he want to get a little bit of top.
I like. It's not hating. It's like that's just mad illegal. Like
I mean, like at the end of
Hey,
the day,
man.
bro, like I get
cares?
both sides to it, bro. But like honestly, it's Ye, bro. Like
But the police
you
gonna
gotta
say, stop
expect
topping that man
you
off.
gotta expect the wildest shit when it comes to Ye, bro. Nothing's gonna be ordinary when it comes to
Had
Ye.
his head in the back of her head, like,
Bro, you know what's crazy? I seen the
Shit.
photo too. She was just looking back at the camera like.
just like this.
I'm dead,
Oh,
bro.
again, topping you off, Mercy Edition.
This man, y'all tripping.
Bro, just sitting there
Hey,
like,
man, that ain't
and he had
news,
his-
man.
You know what's crazy too? He was sitting on that boat. It just reminded me like that pose, that Greek pose, where he just sitting like this on the boat. Bro, just getting topped off.
Oh, and another thing about the story that people don't know, there's people on the boat, and I'm pretty sure they was watching it happen.
What? There's people on the boat.
There's people on the boat.
From the angle, it just looks like there was those two.
Nah, there's people on the
Yeah.
boat.
Nah,
I
that's
saw a
crazy,
video,
bro.
like, yeah.
Side mission king shit, bro. He just living life.
Man,
Like
get
who
topped
is
off in front of
Kanye
a show.
West? Who the fuck gonna tell us something?
And then you see this motherfucker in jail. Be like, free A, free A.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie, they like, oh yeah, but like,
bro.
free A, man.
Everybody gonna
He
slip
ain't do
up once
nothing.
in a while, bro.
Who cares, bro? Let that man have his fun.
Yeah, let
If
that
I
man
make
have
this
his
shit,
fun.
make this shit a TikTok, people gonna be like, they support Yay.
I don't care, bro. I don't even be on TikTok. I
They're
don't give a fuck about that.
anti-Semitic.
I don't give a fuck about these Zoomers that just now learning what misogynistic and anti-Semitic means, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I'm dead, bro.
Boy's got a point.
I guess, man.
Motherfuckers
I
start
just
learning
think-
big words, but
Fuck
they ain't even
Ye.
graduated school yet.
I forgot
Fuck
to
Kanye.
don't fuck with Ye. I forgot.
Oh well,
His
maybe it's time
album's
to
right
do
here.
something, bro.
His
No, you don't
album's
fuck
right
with
here.
Ye. You don't fuck with Ye.
Oh, thank you.
His album's right there.
His old
Yeah, why you
album.
don't-
I fuck with. I fuck with.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I don't fuck with his antics. Like that's just corny as fuck. Like him going like, oh, how can we say this shit? Fuck
I
it,
don't
bro. It's a
even know,
podcast.
bro.
Him going all crazy on like the Jewish people, like out of nowhere, like out of random. It's like, bro, like what the fuck? It's like that's just corny as fuck. Like make the fucking music, bro.
But like,
And then when you make the music, like you ain't make the music good anymore. Like should be mad fucking corny. Like the intro to Donda was so fucking stupid. Donda was just a 2-hour fucking album. Like what the fuck? Go back to this shit where you make 7 songs and it's a fire ass album. Like what the fuck? Like I can't stand behind Ye. Like this just
Like-
annoying as fuck. Like I feel like now he's chilling. He's cool.
Burger?
But like I feel like he's gonna pop up just to
What?
get some relevancy, get some spins for his upcoming album. He's gonna pull out some fucking weird ass antic. This is probably one of them. It's probably the start of more antics. It's the same shit with Ye. Like
If it's going along these lines,
But
keep me
what's the
updated.
thing is, but I know what you're saying, Terrell. But what the thing is, he knows and sees more shit than we do. So we can only judge him off what we seeing, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with him. Because it might look like he, living life, but in the idea he might be being watched or something. There's always two sides of the coin, but I can understand what you're saying. Like, rappers or any artists always get into some big controversy before they announce they releasing an album or something just to boost the sales and morale. I get that. That's kind of weird. It happens every fucking time. And it just happens. So it happens to happen with Ye, of all people, because we all know he's gifted.
It's just funny the way you can't be getting head in the Catholic city like that. Bro, but when the niggas in high school was doing it because they had whips, doing that shit at the movie theater was cool or it was fine. And then it happened to them.
But I'm saying this, and going from Italy to here is different. Like, the laws there
was crazy.
Class,
the acknowledgement was crazy. Yeah, but
what's crazy too?
I mean, that's true. Like, I think public nudity and public sex is illegal, but motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Like, he on a whole boat. That's different. That's way more public than like if he was in a private vehicle or some shit like that. But I just feel like if they not really disturbing nobody and motherfuckers just watching, like having a great time, like let this shit ride. Who cares?
So let's say you were out there on vacation, right? Let's say you, your wife, your kids. You pass by Kanye's boat and you see this man's whole schmeat out. And your kids are
that's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Your kids are
it's getting gobbled. It ain't out.
Hold on. Your kids are like, Daddy, what's happening? What's happening to Kanye West? What's happening?
Here's the thing.
Why is she down there?
A golden moment.
Hey, here's the thing.
Yeah, they got explain to your kids.
Birds and the bees.
Hey,
your ass would be pissed. Like, why the fuck?
Explain for you. First off, there is no schmeat out.
Number one.
Fact number one is getting
This
gobbled
man's
up.
whole ass was out. What are you talking about?
It was covered. It was covered.
His ass was out. There's pictures of his ass.
You didn't see no crack.
First off, you
didn't see no crack.
Yeah.
You see no crack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't see his ass. There's no schmeat out. It was the where he was getting top was under like a balcony, so it was dark above and under, and it was columns on the sides of the boat, so you couldn't see in. Clearly, she was giving that man top. She's topping him off, but you couldn't see it. So it's none of the videos, none of the pictures actually show her.
How is it? Hold on, because how is it clearly, but then you can't see anything?
Because she butt ass naked, where her head where the pipe's supposed to be. Or what else?
This man just said clearly she was giving head, but you couldn't see it.
But you couldn't see it. So if the kids was there, I'd be like, oh, she's just shining his shoes, Sarah. She's just shining his shoes. She's shining his shoes. That's all.
What I'm saying is, if he's not disturbing anybody, if they're all adults and niggas is watching on the boat, bro, then who cares? Let this shit ride. Like, they don't give a fuck. If it's
I got it, man.
I mean, not for real. Like, if
he
it's
had
all
a mask on
adults,
too, so they ain't gonna know that was Jay too.
It's different if it's kids. Like, if there's kids over there, then somebody would obviously stop them because they would be uncomfortable. But if it's like all adults and that's his wife, who the fuck cares? Let that nigga get his nut off.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas was getting hit in the back of the classroom when it was movie time. Niggas was getting hit. Hey, I was one of them, bro. I got hit in the back of the classroom when it was movie time. When they turned all the lights off, I was getting topped off. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I'm so dead, bro.
You know what's crazy? And then my homeboy was right next to me too. He never even knew, bro. I was just sitting back here like.
Now that shit I do not condone or promote. Y'all keep y'all fucking small ass fucking no puberty willies and your shit in the classroom. You in that classroom, you should be in the classroom doing what students do in the motherfucking classrooms. That's not the same shit.
Y'all rock out, man. Go ahead. Get you some top in the back of the classroom. Fuck it. You're not disturbing nobody. Fuck it.
You say the rest of it.
Hey, fuck it. Do it in the movie theaters too. Fuck it. Go watch Barbie and get topped off in the back right.
Hell yeah, that might get you some right there. You gonna watch Barbie with her? She might be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm in the mood.
Little kids in front of you.
Bro,
go ahead.
When 50 Shades of Grey was out,
hey,
I ain't gonna lie to you, niggas was getting topped off.
Motherfuckers watching Oppenheimer getting topped off by the bomb drops.
And then The bomb gonna drop and bust, and you gonna bust too. And nothing wrong
It'll
with
be
that.
a cinematic experience.
Hey,
Mhm.
man.
Motherfucker gonna give that shit 5 stars.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
Your ass gonna be like
oh,
this.
Shit.
That shit was impeccable.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The meaning of "I'm dead."
Motherfuckers gonna start using adjectives they never used before. That shit was delectable. That shit was delightful.
Exquisite.
Shit was
sauce.
enticing.
Exquisite experience. 10 out of 10.
It's of the utmost ecstatic pleasure.
Imaginable.
You'll be blown away.
I am
Blown
quite
away is
famished after this immaculate performance.
The slippery slope is finished.
That was some ravishing oral intercourse. Incredible.
Oh shit.
He blew my pipe, sire.
Motherfuckers toes curling in Oppenheimer. That shit's crazy, bro.
Getting that Sloppenheimer and Oppenheimer.
I'm dead, bro.
Niggas mad about it. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
All I gotta say is, man,
Bad Italian wife. Give you some
at
top.
the end of the day, they was in Italy. She bad as hell. Hey, man, she wanted to top him off. Let her top him off. That's
Topping
the end of
you off.
And why?
King shit.
Why? She wanted to do it. Shit. And she
We'll-
looked back
we'll
at the
agree to
camera. She looked
disagree.
back at the camera when they took a snapshot. Like, yeah, I'm about to go right back down. The fuck you taking pictures for?
Top her straight
You
off.
think I give a fuck?
She was going
I ain't
straight on the
finished.
meat, bro. She had that look in her eyes. You know when you look at a girl and you getting topped off, and she got that look in your eyes when she's looking at you. She's not going
Hey,
anywhere.
yeah, once you get that look in your eyes, like, nah, you gotta keep going.
It's
You
over,
can't be looking
dog.
at me like
She's
that.
calling the genjutsu, bro.
And I wish Kim goofy ass would say like, what am I gonna tell the kids? I just sent her a screenshot of that sex tape with Ray J.
With her
But, like,
face
this what
all
you
over the
put-
internet.
For real.
How you gonna explain? How you gonna explain this?
I'll just send a picture of it and say nothing else, and she'd be like, "Really? You're so immature." I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up, bro.
Okay,
Get
yeah.
out my face with that.
Then she got ran through by like the whole football team, NBA team, and the motherfucking. We're not gonna talk about this, but yeah, king shit. Let that man do what he want.
Yeah, that unannounced time in between Ray J and Ye.
Sloppenheimer.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that went on, but we ain't gonna talk
dead,
about that.
bro.
We're gonna talk about that time, that arc.
Hey,
That's
man.
how she famous today.
Transitioning. You fuck with transmissions?
Hey, why about YBJ man? It hit different.
Go ahead and load up I guess the first TikTok I sent. Denzel?
shit,
TikTok?
bro, that's crazy.
The one about men and their feelings, I think.
I got you.
Oh shit.
That was the first one.
It's gonna be a great discussion.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see if we're on the same page or on opposing pages. Motherfuckers in
Gotcha.
chapters 1 and 2 or 6 and 7.
Okay, I got you. I got it pulled up.
All right.
Make sure the audio's there.
Yes,
There this
sir.
time. Everything's good.
Mhm.
Okay. I like that. I like when motherfuckers are prepared.
I am.
See, we have a more structured episode this time around, people.
Mm.
All right.
There we go. I'll put it like that. And
Here we go. Shit fly.
Bet.
Gang.
Men are not allowed to have full access to their feelings. Can I give y'all a great example of that? We in the house, me and my wife, she's pregnant, and my, at the time, 4-year-old daughter sleep in her room. It's 3 a.m. And we hear, whoop, 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 whoop. The alarm goes off in my house. So I pop up. I got the blammy on me, you know. I got 30 in the mag. Boom. Hit that charger handle. Gang, I'm ready. I go downstairs and checking all the rooms. My heart beating like crazy. I check the living room, we good. I check the kitchen, we good. I walk into the basement, man. My finger trembling a little bit, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I go to the basement, I peek around the last corner. The wind opened the door to the garage, messed up the sensor. Closed the joint, locked it. Whew. Sat down for a little bit, let my nerves chill. I said, wait a minute, I just realized something. Fear is a human emotion. Fear is a natural human emotion. If I put you in a hot room, you're gonna sweat. If I put you in a cold room, you're gonna shiver. If I put you in a room that's anxiety producing, you're gonna have anxiety. If I put you in some scary shit, you're gonna be scared. 2 of us were scared that night. Only one of us had permission to feel that. My wife laid in bed. She was in bed. I couldn't be afraid to the point of inaction Because if all of us were murdered in that house, and Fox 5 came in, first thing people would have said, why he didn't protect his family? Why he allowed those things to happen to him? What happens to a human being who's not allowed to feel the full scope of their emotions? How does that work? How do you function? How do you grow up from 1 to 5 being the joy and apple of your mama's eye, and as soon as you become a teenager, the issues that she may have with other men, you represent that now. And she could grow to resent you just a little bit. Or maybe your father wasn't there. Or maybe he wasn't hugged enough as a child and told that he was handsome, and told that he was smart, and told that he was capable. But the world around him told him he wasn't shit, so he absorbed that. And that became who he was and how he felt about himself. That pours into you too. Nobody in this room is who they are by chance.
All right.
Okay. I can dig it.
There was like 3 different things that he said. The
Yeah.
first he said I agree with. Let me make it so that I can see everybody again. That shit done fucked up my whole setup. Like, everybody moving around. I can't see everybody at fucking once. Show members, goddammit. Damn, pissing me off. He's gonna have to move back and forth, I guess, until I figure this out. But so he touched on a bunch of different things. So he kind of went from the men aren't able to show their feelings, or like the full scope of their feelings, and then he talked about like the fear in that situation where there's like a home invasion, somebody has to protect the house, somebody has to be the defender, and that I 1000% agree with. Like, the man is supposed to be the defender, like they're the strongest, right? So like if there's an attack, then they're supposed to be they're like the best chance at survival when it comes to shit like that. Unless for some reason, like, I don't know, I'm dating a world champion kickboxer or some shit, or I'm married to one and she can fight better than me, then it's like, okay, then you fight. Or she can shoot better than me, then it's like, okay, maybe you shoot. But I still, like, I feel like 7 times out of 10, the man is the defender, right? Of his family and the protector of his home. So I agree with that. But when he said that, I didn't even really fully grasp it, but he said that like you're able to feel everything and you're like the apple of her eye until you get to like middle school or like high school, the teenage years, and now she may resent you because like the problems that she has with men now fall onto you because of how she raised you. Some of that is true, because like I've dealt with that too, but it shouldn't, like, it's not necessarily that way, and it's not like a fact. It's just opinion. That's an opinion that he is formed from his upbringing, like his own experiences. This woman is not just gonna resent you because like you're growing up and trying to go through your emotions. Like, there's so much that happens to a teenager's mind and body. You know what I mean? Like, so many hormones, so many things that they go through, and so many different perceptions that they have, and like meeting all these different people and going to schools. Like, doesn't, like, everybody's upbringing is different, right? Like, for military children, or for kids that have like a stable, let me say, like, not education, but like life at school, where they go through, like, you know how sometimes they have those schools that are like K-8. Like, people that go to schools like that, and people that go from elementary to middle school to high school, like, their lives are all different. Their minds all form differently. If you go to a school with the magnet program, your mind is gonna form differently. Your experience is gonna be different because you have to excel in whatever field that is so that you can get accepted. And it's like, school for you is different. You know what I'm saying? People that go to different kinds of schools, charter, private, public, like, all that shit is different. I'm not gonna feel like he was correct when he said that. I understand it's possible, but like, that's not how it is. Now, when he said that nobody's that way by chance, I absolutely agree with that. And that's the age-old argument of nature versus nurture. And obviously, your environment shapes how you respond to certain things, you know? So if you grew up in an environment where it's like people are always shitting on you and you see negativity all the time, you're more likely to have like a pessimistic outlook on things. And that's just, those things just correlate, because I mean, that's just how it is. Like, how are you supposed to see positivity or no positivity if all you experience is negativity, right? That's just how you learn things. Those are learned responses. And I think it's the inverse is true as well. Like, so I mean, I agree with some things that he said, like I said, and I also kind of disagree. How do y'all feel about it?
I think. Go ahead, Devin.
No, because I want to hear your side. It's
I
it's gonna be
think
interesting.
but the first part you said, like, I agree with Rod, like the guy should be the defender of the home, but like going into that, like with that mindset that the guy can also be scared in these situations as well. Like that's not pussy of you, that's not like bitch of you to be scared. Like it's a situation you didn't expect to happen and it's in your home. So it's like to think that you won't be some sort of like scared or afraid in that situation and like okay, it's okay for the wife to be scared. It's okay for the kids to be scared, but the man, of course, this is the age old thing. Like you got to man up in the situation. You're not allowed to be scared or that you got to step up to the plate. But like, it's okay for you to experience those emotions because that is a scary situation. That is a traumatic situation. Somebody's entering your home. At least, so he thought someone was breaking into his home. So like, of course you're gonna be shaky, you're gonna be nervous, of course. That's normal though. But like he said, like if he let his fear get to him, like motherfuckers would twist the narrative and be like, why did he allow this to happen to his family? But no one would think, like, damn, he was probably scared shitless to the point where he couldn't move or he couldn't do something. Like it's the situation is scary. Like if anyone's been in that situation, not to bring. Well, you know what? My mom's been in that situation when my dad wasn't even there. Like she was scared shitless too. Someone had broke into the house while she was there. She was scared as fuck. It's a scary situation, and guarantee if my dad was in there, he would probably be scared too. Like it's a scary situation. But moving past that, what else did he say? Oh, okay. That this I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on. Okay, when you're raised as a kid, right? Going up, like you said, ages 1 to 5, like they tell you, well, no, actually, no. They actually do tell you to man up in that situation. Like little kids, you're not supposed to cry. I mean, at a certain age, you'd be like, you fall, you start crying, whatever, whatever. But once you get to like 5, 6, 7, they'll be like, fuck you crying for, you're a boy. Like, grow up, like be a man. Like you can't cry. Like boys aren't supposed to cry. And then when you reach another age, like when you hit high school, like if your father's not in the picture, I feel like it might be true that the way your mother has relationships, like what she sees in other men, she'll probably see in you. So if you kind of represent that, so like for example, how can I say this without airing out myself? if okay, if so, well, fuck it, bro. Whatever. It's if my mom sees this, whatever. It's the truth. It's not me spitting bullshit. So my mom's relationship with my dad has been rocky. Whatever. Cool. The way I respond to arguments is I like you. You guys see me when I get mad here. I take it to like 10, but that's just how I reflect my emotions. If how can I correlate this? At a certain point when I was doing that, my mom was like, "Oh, you're being such a drama queen because you're getting mad about X, Y, and Z. You're being a drama queen because of this and that." And I'm like, "I'm not no fucking drama queen." Like, but then thinking back, if the way my dad will react to shit and the way I will react to shit, it's similar. Like we'll blow up type shit. So like I can see why she would call me a drama queen because she'll call him also a drama queen for being mad about things that she thought was petty. So like the way her relationship with other like now I don't know because we talk every so often now, but like I can see in a different situation that's not mine, like if it's just you and your mom and you reach a certain age where like she'll say men ain't shit and then you turn around and you do some shiesty shit, she'll be like, oh well, in her mind she might be like you're not shit either type shit because you the way you're moving. You get what I'm saying? Like so I can see that part. And then the last part, the last thing he said, like I can see that you're not who you are by chance. The way and I've said this before, like the way your parents were brought up, the way their habits, their shortcomings, all that makes its way to you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if your parents were born with like asshole parents and they're assholes, 9 times out of 10, if you don't learn from that, you're gonna end up being an asshole parent. If you don't learn from their shortcomings, because the era they were raised in, they didn't learn shit. Honestly, a lot of the traditional, like our parent, like for us, for our parents, our generation's parents, most of them didn't really learn from shit. And I think it's our job to, like, when we bring up our kids, to like learn like generational curses and break those shits. It's on us to do it because our parents really didn't do it. But yeah, like you're not like he said, like if your dad wasn't hugged enough and your dad's idea of love it's probably not what you need. Honestly, there's been situations where my dad was like, "Oh, I'm doing this because I love you." And then on my end, I'm like, "Well, it doesn't feel like you're doing this because you love me. Like that's what you call love? Like that doesn't feel love to me." You get what I'm saying? Like, and that all comes down to like communication and communicating what you, because they can do shit and be like, "Yeah, like I'm doing this out of love. I'm doing this because you need to do this, or I know what's best for you." And it's like, how about we sit down and have a conversation about what I feel like is best for me or what I need from you? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's something that's happening in households nowadays.
Let me fix this real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
We back. We back. We
That's
back. We back.
crazy. And you were just moving too. You were just moving.
Discord is Denzel's biggest op.
I
But to wrap
swear.
up my point, like, I feel like we should open that dialogue as at least us being, the next wave of parents, to have that dialogue when the kid reaches a certain age, to be like, "What do you need from me as a parent?" You know what I'm saying? And then I get what I need from you as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I kind of agree with his points, and then I kind of, some of them are just
I
whatever.
think the biggest one I really stuck with the most is men being the protector of the house. Like you understand you're gonna be scared shitless because somebody's breaking in your house. You know that's a normal human emotion for a man. But at the same time, you are the protector of the house. You have to do things sometimes you don't want to do in order to survive because, like he said, his wife was asleep, kids was asleep, and you heard the noise, so you got to get up and do things. And I understand where you're coming from, Terrell. I had a similar thing. I know my mom's probably gonna watch this. I had a similar thing. Sometimes I would, wouldn't understand what my parents mean by like I'm doing this because I love you, and I'm like that's not really definition of love. And I think this is true that um kids and parents need to start sitting down and figuring out what kind of love they need, what kind of love that the kids actually need instead of just giving them harsh treatment. Because my dad, he came from a school of hard knocks, left the house when he was 17, full blown, been working ever since, been on his own. So his ideology is different than my mom's. My mom was, in a big family. She was raised by a lot of people. My dad, he was on his own, hard knock lifestyle. But I think what the most important thing is taken away from this, what that guy said, is basically sometimes men have to do shit that we don't want to do and we're scared shitless, but we are the sole survivor protectors of the house. So in order for things to not in order for you not to end up on the 5 o'clock news, you gotta do something, bro. Because one, I know I'm gonna be scared shitless if somebody's coming to my house at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning trying to steal some shit. But I got to do what I can to protect my family. So there's a lot of points he did make, and yeah, you are who you whatever he said. I agree with that one too because it's all about what Rod said. It's all about your environment. Whatever environment you grew up in, and you were placed in, that's how you're gonna adapt. See, some people live in harsher environments than others. Some people are spoiled, so you're gonna adapt to every situation. So I agree with them, but there are some things that's a little rocky. But for the most part, I agree with them. What about you, Denzel?
Yeah.
I agree with what he said. As far as men protecting the household, yeah, I mean it's the best chance of survival. And with him saying that as you get older, your mom will start to resent you, and when you hit a teenager, to clarify, he did say resent you just a little bit. He didn't say like just outright hate you, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get what he's saying by that. And the fact that we're really not allowed to feel a full scope of our emotions because it's just how it is. I mean, shit.
Yeah. Don't you feel like the resentment thing just happens with kids in general because they go through phases? It's not necessarily just men. You know what I'm saying?
I can see dads going through that with their daughters.
Or shit, the women going through that with their daughters too. Like their daughters starting to act up and be like rebellious and shit and go through their phases. That's just what happens with kids, bro. Any kids that start like growing up and they start having like their own ideas and thoughts and like what they want to do, what they want to wear, like they start to get fucking annoying. Like they become brats, bro. That's what happens with kids and teenagers.
I ain't gonna lie.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with just men.
I think our parents can all agree that they actually absolutely dreaded, some of them dreaded our teenage years, because I think when you're a teenager, like you get your own thoughts and things and you want to dress like how you want to dress. I don't want to dress the baggy anymore. I want to dress nicely fitted clothes, Jordans, all this other stuff. And then your parents was like, what happened to just wearing, Converse and shit? Like, no, mom, I don't want that shit. I want some new stuff. But that's just what time, we all went through that phase. Our parents had to deal with it. And lo and behold, we're going to have to go through that phase with our kids. We're just going to have to adapt and pay close attention. Also, yes, please, for any future parents, pay close attention to your kids, man, because some of these kids going through it, man, and they ain't telling you until it's too late.
Yeah.
So please pay attention to your kids, man. Please pay attention to your mom, not your mom, your son or your daughter, because they may tell you they're fine, but later on tonight they be probably going through it. So please pay attention to your kids, man.
Facts. Yeah. Y'all should know this, and y'all know what's best for us. You should know little Johnny ain't feeling good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand in what Terrell said. Not to cut you off, when he was saying like you asked the kid like, what do you need? It's like, if you're being a decent parent, then you should be learning like what their mannerisms are and how they respond to certain things.
To be able to pick up
what I'm saying?
Like this.
Yeah, like you should know, because like in reality, the kid doesn't really understand like what everything was going on. I feel like you can have that dialogue when they're older, like maybe like 15, 16, like shit like that. But when they're young, like you really should be just like paying attention to everything that they do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
watch them closely, man. Like they're gonna allow them to fuck up, because that's the whole thing about life. You're gonna fail. You're going to fuck up. You don't learn from success. You learn from failure. But please,
I like that. I like that a lot. You don't learn from success. You learn from failure.
Yes, please pay attention to your kids, because like all these
shit is so true.
All these stories about, I think it was a couple months or a year ago or 2 years ago, this kid was getting bullied, a 7th grader, getting bullied because he likes, I don't know, but he got bullied and he killed himself.
Yeah.
And then the mother was too late. She was like, I never knew he was like this. You should have paid attention.
That shit was crazy. I think I heard about that in
you heard
I think it wasn't, well, situations like that. I think I heard about it in like a college class. Like we're sitting there talking, and we're talking about like suicide rates and like kids, like pre 13, like little kids killing themselves. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I was like, damn, it got to that point where like little kids are even like,
bro, yes.
I'm talking about like 6, 7-year-olds are like,
6,
yeah, you know what? Like they'll find a way to just not be there because they're getting bullied in school or some shit. I was like, damn, that shit's wild. Like,
bro,
you have a whole life ahead of you, and like you don't even know. Like you feel like that's the end of the world for you. Which
bro.
in that at that age, like you feel like your whole world is home and school. Like you feel like there's nothing else past that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man, I'm like, damn, bro, that shit's tough.
And
it's hard for them though, because like, what can you do about it? You really can't. It's like kids are gonna be stupid ass kids, unfortunately.
But like,
Yeah.
you know, the craziest thing is like when these parents say, "I didn't know he was like this," but like, does your kid even talk to you about their day? Like, do you just ask him like, "Are you doing good in school?" and that's it? You don't talk to him about, you know, give him extracurricular activities, let him take him out for a fun day, actually spend time and you know get to know his thought process. But like, cause some of these parents, bro, like you see him get on TV, oh, he's a good kid. I didn't know he was like this, but it don't sound like it because obviously he was dealing with a lot of shit and he didn't even stop to think about what his parents would say. So you obviously weren't doing your job along.
This is something I learned from from Foot Locker actually, to
Yeah.
ask open-ended questions. Don't ask your kid, "Oh, how was your day at school?" Like you have to ask them a question so that they answer with something that's more than just good or yes or no type shit. Like, what happened at school today? Anything
you learn
interesting
anything
happen at
new?
school? Did you know how was your day at school? Like what walk me through your day at school, like when you got there and all that. Like,
And if they
step by step.
hesitate, pressure that
Then you know.
ass. Yeah.
Don't.
Man, bro,
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie.
you might have to
First
step
time-
on the gas. I ain't gonna lie.
First time my kid even says anything about hesitate, I'm be like, who is it? I'm pulling up tomorrow at school. Be like them kids we used to get your ass whooped. Is put that.
But it's
shit
like, how
right
do you
next to
go
your
about
shit.
that though? Like, you can't do nothing about that. I feel.
If your kid's getting bullied at school,
I mean, like, if they're just talking shit about him, like, what do you tell the teacher, and the teacher like,
The teacher's supposed to do something because they're not allowed. They're not. You're
now they
supposed
call
to
your
class
kid a
environment.
snitch because
I don't
he
care.
like they got in trouble. But now, but it's what I'm saying is it's falling back onto your kid.
I'm pulling up
So-
to that bitch. I'm be like,
I'm
if
pulling
I
up.
hear that y'all fucked with my kid, I'm whooping your ass. I'm whooping your daddy's ass, your mama, your grand.
Your
I'm
parents
whooping
gotta get their
everybody's
whooped
ass.
too. And all you gotta
Everybody's
do is
ass.
get the parents.
Yeah,
Miss
you
Miss
gotta bring the
Susan
parents in.
and Miss Susan can't stop me. I'm whooping everybody's ass. The
I'm
whole
whooping her
block,
ass
your
too.
neighbors too. Everyone getting their ass whooped.
Everybody didn't even think to look this way getting their ass whooped.
She can't control me outside this classroom.
Hell no.
The fuck? I'm
Bro,
whooping all
it's
y'all
like-
ass.
And it's primarily the teacher's fault because if it's in the classroom, she's allowing
And
this
then the
shit
plot
to happen.
twist thickens.
She's not doing
You
shit.
be like, oh really?
there's
And
been-
then his
there's
dad
been
come
many-
in and it's Brock Lesnar.
I'll beat his ass. I don't give a fuck. For my
45
kid, I'll beat anybody's
this,
ass. I
This
don't give a
45
fuck.
built Ford tough in this bitch. This 45 built Ford tough.
This nigga talking
real.
about shooting somebody over some classroom insults.
Nah, man, 'cause
I'll
like,
beat his
like,
ass.
think
Devin,
about it,
bro.
bro. Like, I'm not, you know, that's all fun and games. That's all jokes and stuff. But like, think about it, man. Like, it's an alarming rate of kids killing themselves before 13, bro, because of getting bullied.
I'm
And
not
these
gonna lie.
teachers- Like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm
Uh,
just saying, like, bro, like, think about it. If that was your kid, man, like, you think everything's going peaches and cream, and then like one day he's here, and the next day he's just lying lifeless. Like, that would destroy you. Like, bro, like, what did I do wrong? But at the same time, if it's in the classroom, the teacher's supposed to do her job and you know make sure that shit doesn't happen. Now, if it's outside the classroom in the hallways and stuff like that, that's a different story. But at the same time, like, just because my kid is smart or they're quiet doesn't mean you gotta fucking bully them. You're supposed to go to school to learn, not to fucking bully. That's fucking stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the parents of the bullies will be like cool what they're doing, anyways. You know what I'm saying? If you have
I would hope
if you
not.
sit there, unless they're on some ignorant shit, then
Yeah.
you take
Yeah,
it
you
outside
have
the
to press
classroom.
the teacher.
I
You
feel
have to
like
press the teacher for information on the kid, and then like tell them that you want to talk with their parents, like about what's
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
like,
and then
let's
they'll
have
correct
a
the
big
kids.
discussion. Let's have a big discussion.
Yeah.
Us, the kids that are bullying, and the teacher. Let's all sit down.
but I seen
Oh,
Have
stories
the
about
principal
that.
here too.
I feel like you gotta like
Open that
I
up.
feel like with that type of situation that don't work because like I seen that before and it don't really work. Like you gotta really to stop it. You gotta you gotta tell your kid at that point like if they do anything like that, fight them. Even if you lose the fight, that's fine. I mean, but here's the thing. Hear me out. But right before you make that little bullshit, hear me out. Here's a hot take. If they have to fight you every time they talk shit to you, they're gonna eventually stop talking shit to you. Simple as that.
But what if your
And
kid's
then-
not a fighter?
Yeah, what if
What
your
if-
Kid's
what
not a
if your
fighter,
kid's-
then
what if your
the
kid's
kid's
like
not
a
a fighter. Then I'm
Gohan?
gonna have to pull up to the school and I have to talk to the kids and think by myself. But here's the thing though, you gotta be stern. Like you gotta be on the ass. Like, all right, little nigga, chill out.
That's promoting violence, though.
No, like
Hey,
this-
and then we bring his dad. Like, I guess
mindset.
you got a problem. But
This-
it's
this
like, but
what
at
I
least
would
you
do.
know. At least the parents now know to take that shit serious. It's like, Tell your kid stop fucking with my kid, and then I wouldn't be here for no reason. I'm not here just going to schools picking on random ass kids. What the fuck I look like?
In the mind of Devin,
Okay, go ahead.
in the mind of Devin, I see this shit happening. Like, I know what you're talking about, Denzel. But in the mind of Devin, I'm like, bro, like, if you can tell by how a kid is, by how he was raised, and by how his parents present themselves. If the kid is just straight up obnoxious, rude, loud, always fucking with somebody in class, 9 times out of 10, their parents was on that same shit when they was younger. Right or wrong? If your kid
No, they're probably on the same shit currently.
Yeah, that's too. If your kid's quiet, stays to himself, their parents was probably like that too. But it's like, if it's the opposite effect, then why the fuck is your kid fucking with my kid? Your kid's supposed to be going to school to learn. It's like, what are you doing? And if I talk to the parents and they seem less intelligent, then I know where the problem is from. It stems from at home.
How you go from solving that then?
But what Denzel was saying though is like, in the discussion or the group discussion, like, why wouldn't that work? Because you could tell the kid, or you can tell the parents and the kid in front of the teacher and the principal. Like, that should scare the kid.
But that don't. I ain't gonna lie.
Why wouldn't that work, bro?
Because they'll find other ways to do it. It's not like just because you tell the principal it's just gonna stop. That's not how that works. That's how it works.
Not the principal. It's a discussion, bro.
It's a discussion, but it's not. It's like.
Nah, bro, I'm not hearing that because
it's like going to
both the parents there, and if I have my wife, both the parents there, my kid, their kid, the teacher, and the principal, and I'm raising hell like this, and I say, listen, if my son comes home again and he's being bullied or he has issues, it's gonna be a fucking problem at the school, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I tell the dad that, then there's going to be an issue. What the fuck is you talking about? That shit is gonna work.
Hey, man.
I feel like that should work. I feel like the kid wouldn't move any way to get like expelled.
I was bullied in high school. My aunt came to the school. We talked to Buddy and the parents. We all had a discussion. That shit did not stop. It stopped for like a week. It did not stop. So I had to beat his ass. What did you do? I had to beat his ass. And guess what? It stopped.
So what was the discussion?
Guess what? The discussion, it was pretty much like, it was more passive aggressive. They wasn't like, I won't beat him, but like, yeah, you need to stop. So my kid was like, oh, we're gonna talk to our kid. We'll talk to our kid. And guess what? It stopped for like a week. And then he tried again, and I was like, nah, I need to beat his ass. And I was just like, you know what? I beat his ass. I beat his ass.
You gotta be a Karen in that shit, bro. You gotta be a Karen in that shit.
Passive aggressive. Listen, you take off that fucking as an adult. You have to act irrational for them to understand you. Like, she can't come in there and be like, listen, I heard things are going on. No, there's none of that shit. It's like, I'm tired of my fucking son coming home from school. He should be fucking learning. He's coming home depressed, not wanting to fucking eat, touch his game system, go in the fucking room and just be there, not talking to nobody else because of the shit that's going on at this fucking school. And if I gotta experience that shit one more fucking time, I'm coming to this goddamn school and making everybody feel hell. Everybody in this fucking bitch. That's what you do. You need to raise hell. Even if you gotta go to the school board, you need to raise hell because shit like that is happening and it's serious. You can't just come in there and talk. Like he said, it's a discussion. That's what it is. But you gotta come in that bitch and raise hell, bro. Like I'm talking about, you gotta be ready to if you got to, because it comes to that. Like it shouldn't, but like you shouldn't just have to tell your son, all right, listen, here goes some brass knuckles, whoop his ass. Like, cause then it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like you have to make the parents aware at least. And if it's still happening, shit, by then at all means, put that nigga in karate, put your son in boxing, whatever, have him fight. Like
his little ass up.
At that point, yeah, like fight. But you should make the parents, the teachers, and the principal aware so that they know if some shit happens, your kid to his kid or whatever, they saw it coming. Like that has to be like some kind of resolution in progress. And that's what
happened. I beat his ass. He got 10 days suspension. Only got sent home for that day.
But I think. Well, what year was that?
It's like 2010. 2010.
I feel like now a discussion like this will be a lot different than it was in 2010.
Because that was still early 2000s, bro. So anything was up.
Because I think that was Columbine was still a thing. Sandy Hook was just a random kid that used to go to the school. But now that all these other instances has happened since 2010. I feel like
Yeah,
that
true.
discussion it'll hold more weight now.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, that's also true. That's also true. But I think you went about it the correct way though. Like that order of events, like you talk about it if it doesn't work or like it was resolved for a little bit and he's still fucking with you, then like it comes to hands. Because sometimes
Yeah.
that's the only way to make somebody understand is violence. But I think the way that you went about it, like, or the way that y'all all went about it, like as far as talking and trying to communicate that way, like civilly, is correct. But I'm just saying, like, I need to make my intent known. If I gotta say something, if I come up in that school and I gotta say something, I gotta miss work or whatever I'm doing to come in there and speak to y'all, I'm not on no friendly terms. Like, we gonna understand that. I'll be respectful, but just know how I feel and what is going to happen. So
I got dinner to make. My kid was supposed to do his fucking homework, and I come in this bitch because this other little shit wants to fucking mess with him. Like now I'm whooping all y'all ass. So if this shit goes left, let me catch wind of some shit. I'm coming in this shit. I'm whooping everybody's ass. Whooping the principal's ass, the teacher's ass, the security guard, the kid's ass, the parents' ass. Everybody getting their ass whooped in this bitch.
yeah, you be
And I'm talking shit on Facebook.
Hell yeah.
And you know that shit gonna go viral. Anything about negative about a school, that shit will go viral in the area.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
Everyone will draw their kids. We going
yeah,
to the school down
nowadays
the
it's
street.
over. Nowadays it's over. You can rag the school on social media. You tell them, hey, look, I hope all y'all motherfuckers know how to fight because I'm coming in this bitch throwing hands and feet and bows. So I hope y'all niggas ready. You really can trash the school and it'll get a bad rep because of it. Everybody will catch wind. So yeah,
powerful.
Yeah, now for sure.
Yeah, now,
for sure.
like,
Y'all using the power of TikTok.
What about the power in your back?
But the thing is crazy is that the thing that's crazy. The thing is it's like I think this is self-awareness is really, really at an utmost high now because of all these past events happening. Now the suicide rate for younger kids is at an all-time high. And it's scary too because it's like they're dealing with so much. Like Ross said, this is all they know. Home, school, that's it. They don't have anything else to look forward to.
Shit, so now you got social media too on top of that. So now you can get bullied at home too. Like look, little Johnny talking shit on my kid through fucking TikTok and
getting bullied, and they put like they's close friends and they add you to it just so you can see it and you see all the people laughing at you. Yeah, that
adds a whole new layer now.
Yeah. But I would I would let my kids, develop into their own style and stuff. But I would tell them, like online, it's like it's a different ball game because like you can obviously talk shit from the comfort of your home. You can say some very discouraging stuff. It happens. But just give them the keys to how to deal with that accordingly, and then that's gonna be that. But if it's in person, bro, it's like it's kind of scary too because it's like, damn, bro, like. I can't let that happen to my kid, bro. Like,
this man Devin gonna be like, if you're online, you call him this, you say this.
Nah.
Matter of fact, give me the account. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. I got this shit. That 10-year-old kid. I got this shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be a good parent, bro.
Give me 5 minutes.
I say about 5 F words later. And Devin gonna be like, here's your phone back.
Hey, what did Ryan say? So for the viewers, if you guys didn't know, this is funny. This is off context, but Ryan had tagged me in a post. He was like, to win an easy $1 million, which friend would be the most racist group to win it for you? He added me twice. So I was like, hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's a smooth $1 million. Off topic.
Instant ban.
Cancel.
We got that mill though.
We want his job.
Where does he get a screenshot? What is his Facebook?
What's his
Instagram? What's his LinkedIn?
Find his profile.
What's his LinkedIn?
I want it all.
I want it all for him. They own your ass. Your face gonna be at different malls and shit. Like you can't enter this.
Watch
store.
this, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You better his bank account. He's just as bad as Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Shit, y'all play with that shit if you want to. I think we could transition. Yeah.
Everything's squeaky clean on this side. Hey, I guess play the Twitter video.
Okay.
The Twitter link, because this might be. I think we'll all be on the same page. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe not. We'll see. of old boy talking about the NBA.
All right.
Stupid ass little boy.
There you go. What
Stupid
the?
ass. I don't know what we looking at because this is TikTok.
No, this is the
Hey.
same. Oh, this
Oh,
is a
okay.
different one. This is a different one.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, what?
Make sure the audio's there.
It's there. It's there.
All right, let's get it.
All right, bet.
World champion of what? The United States? You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
He really thought he ate with that shit. That motherfucker was practicing that shit in the mirror. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna say this. And it's gonna hit. They're gonna love it. It's like, bruh, how many times have we seen NBA players go to the Olympics and play ball and just wash every single other country? Like nobody is fucking with us in basketball. So if we sit here and not even to only use that, right? The NBA is filled with a bunch of basketball players from all around the fucking world, bro. You got Jokic, you got Luka, you had Dirk, you had where is Embiid from? Embiid is from
Bobo.
I forgot where. Yeah, Bobo. Like you have
For real.
different people from across the fucking planet playing in the NBA.
Yao Ming.
So when we say world champions, because
Rui
nobody,
Hachimura.
who the fuck is it? What? Give me a fucking team from across the waters, from an international team that will fuck with the Lakers right now. That will fuck with the Nets right now. That will fuck with
Damn
the
sure ain't
Clippers
fucking
right
with
now.
the Warriors.
That will fuck with the Timberwolves. That will fuck with the Grizzlies. Nobody is fucking with America in basketball. Like, this is a fact. We know this. And your goofy ass, because you run for the Olympics, you want to sit here and be like, yeah, you know, that champion of what? The United States? No, bitch, champion of the world because nobody can fuck with us in basketball. We've seen it time and time again.
Exactly.
Have you not seen the Dream Team and the Dream Team 2.0? Like, nobody was fucking with us. Who was fucking with that team? So when the Bulls win the championship, they're the world champions. When the Lakers win, they're the world. When the Nuggets won, they're the world champions. You seen Jokic up there, and he went back to his fucking home country and partied. Like, nobody is fucking with us in basketball. Like,
Literally
even if
makes
Jokic were to
no
play
fucking
somewhere else.
sense. It makes no sense, bro. Like you
Human
said, the
cheat
Olympics. The Olympics. What the fuck do you think happens to Olympics? In the Olympics, the Team USA goes out to the Olympics and fucking destroys everybody. And the last, I don't know, 30 years, 30 motherfucking years, the USA has been in the top 3 every single time. I think we won gold. Let me look this shit up real quick. I'm pretty sure we won gold the last like 3 times. Bruh, 2020 Tokyo, USA gold medal. 2016 Rio, USA gold medal. 2012 London, USA gold medal. 2008 Beijing, with your young ass, USA gold. In Athens, okay, we lost that time to Argentina, but we was bronze. You see what I'm saying? And then after that, in 1996, 1992, and in 2000, we won gold medals 3 times back to back. Nigga, in the 1900s, we still whooping ass. And then before that, we won 3, 6. We won 7 times in a fucking row, all the way up to 1972, just to get silver and then get gold again the next 4 years. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? If you in America playing basketball, you were the best basketball player ever. Like, yo, you playing with the best in the league, in the world, bro. Like, this is where the world's best come to play. We'll have the best basketball players.
I ain't gonna lie to
Facts.
you too. It's crazy because like he says that, but like every country tunes in and watches. There's a reason
The
why everybody
motherfucking
comes
NBA.
over here. There's a reason why everybody comes over here to play basketball. More opportunities, money, exposure, shit. You come over here from fucking Guadalajara, you're gonna be a god in your fucking country. because you're already over here playing at a high level. You come back to your country, they treat you like a god. It's like, bro, like, yes, they are the world champions. You thought you ate with that statement, boy, but take that shit back to the kitchen, my boy.
That shit,
You
bro.
did not eat on
How
that.
many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, yeah, we can move on. I'm about to go into Twitter into the comments, bro. I'm finna start. I gotta start something. Hold
like,
on.
I know
bro,
people were roasting him alive on Twitter. I know they are.
motherfucker, if Kyrie goes and plays for fucking in Argentina, they'll look like this man. They be like, he's a demon. He a god. He's something.
Exactly.
This man's magical.
Exactly.
He's not human. That motherfucker is not real.
Android.
That shit. That motherfucker is programmed to do this shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you gonna look at Kyrie Irving and say he's not the best basketball player in the world, like, or the best with the handles, like one of the best in the world. You gonna look at Jordan and say he's not one of the best in the world. LeBron say he's not one of the best, if not the best in the world. Like, fuck out my face with this shit, man. Motherfuckers be entitled, be saying shit for clicks.
That's what I'm saying. You're at a privilege. You're at a privilege in your life where you could do this shit, and earn something, and then you're gonna say something about that shit.
Like, fuck out
And
here,
you don't
man.
know how powerful the realm of internet is, and cancellation. You could lose your goddamn contracts behind this shit. This in your own damn country.
Like, what did you place? Actually, because you run track. What did you place?
Plastic
Were you
2.
number one? Because Shaqiri got it.
aluminum.
Shaqiri got the gold medal for USA. What were you doing? Shaqiri the fastest in the world right now. We could say
Double
that because she
aluminum.
did it. She did it at the Olympics. She didn't smoke the Jamaicans,
I
who
smoked
had
on
number
that
one for
ganja.
the longest.
Yep, smoking on that gun.
Hey.
When everybody
Motherfucker
when she got drug tested and came back positive with weed, motherfuckers is gonna put her down. Oh, she's just another one of them. Came back
shitting on her like Michael Phelps wasn't flaunting the shit, and he had 8 gold medals.
Yep.
Are we being fucking for real?
Yep.
Yeah, my fucking face with this Olympic shit, man.
Yep.
Goofy ass shit, man.
Goofy ass motherfuckers, bro.
I guess the last thing we have, I think, where were we at, Denzel?
Yeah,
What
112.
Okay, so we're on the same spot. We're in the same. I know. I feel like this is a short episode. We have the last TikTok, which I think is relevant. We haven't talked about a situation like this in a minute, so we might as well just shed some light, because I do have some new opinions on this shit.
Will it happen again?
Hopefully viewers are enjoying the episode, man. This is Just the Guys podcast, episode 80 weeks consistent, man. Go check out the other videos on the YouTube channel.
We got something for everybody, man. We really do.
Let it rock.
Will it happen again? A 20-year-old man in Jacksonville, Florida, walked into a Dollar General, shot and killed 3 black people before taking his own life in what authorities are referring to as a racially motivated shooting. And why do they think that it was racially motivated? Well, because in addition to, they found a bunch of writings of his online saying as much, he also carried this out with weapons that he made sure to put hate symbols on. And this is Jacksonville, Florida, just up the way from Orlando, Florida, where yesterday a white nationalist group defaced a bunch of LGBTQ plus murals while using hate symbols. And when you're talking about the sickness that is this kind of hate, these people inspire each other. They tend to try and one-up one another. So I feel like that guy saw people doing that in Orlando and was like, no, I can do better. And as horrific as what happened is, we now know that he first tried to go onto the campus of a historically black university. Security saw him, told him he didn't need to be there because he wasn't like a student, didn't have the authority to be on the property. He left. He got in his car and allegedly, while still on campus, pulled over somewhere, put on his vest, armed up, and then went to the Dollar General. And now 3 people who were just trying to get groceries, essentially, are dead. This kind of hatred is a sickness. We can talk about free speech, we can talk about all these things, but if we as a society don't stand up when people start spreading the rhetoric that leads to someone like him feeling he must do this, we are going to continue to have this happen.
Okay.
He hit the nail on the head.
I fuck with
Hammer on
content
that.
creators like him that
Yeah.
shed light on this and speak the real shit behind it.
W
But
Max.
I feel like it's at a point where like, so we have like the Asian hate bill, we have all these other things in place for like these other races that if anything racially motivated were to happen to them, they have laws to protect them, right? But like I feel like as black people, we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker can just run up and just be like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there was another place that something like this happened where like I think three or four black people were just killed in the street, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it was racially motivated." But I feel like we don't have bills in place. Like you seen what happened with the Asian people. Like not to say that it's their fault in any way, shape, or form. This is not their fault. It is what it is. But once the violence towards Asian people was starting to go viral, they put a bill in place to be like, you know what, here you can't do this. If you do this, you get X, Y, and Z behind it. But I feel like as black people, we don't have that. And it's like, at what point, like, what is it gonna take for us to get that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we see all these, the what was old boy's name? Oh my God, what was his name?
Who?
Aubrey. What was his first name? Ahmad Aubrey.
I don't know who you talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
the
Dude on the bike, right?
Guy.
Yeah, guy on the bike that got chased down by the white people in the car and they killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got
Lost.
nothing. Like, there's so many situations where shit like this happens, and it's like, when are we gonna get a law for us? You get what I'm saying? Like, this is not the first time that someone walked into a grocery store or a store and just shot up a bunch of black people. We talked about this last year. Well, old boy that that streamed it on Twitch and went to the supermarket and killed all those black people. Like, what is it gonna take? You get what I'm saying? And
There's
then
also the fact that that most of them keep killing themselves right before they get it's time to go. Cause the dude that did the South Carolina shooting, that man got did he get the death sentence? I think he got the death sentence.
I think, yeah.
I mean, it depends if they get caught. I'm pretty sure if they do something like that and they get caught, they're not gonna just do like, yeah, we're gonna give you 15. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get like the maximum.
It's gone, bro. It's up for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway,
I think when I see shit like this, man, it's just like sickening because like we don't have anything in place for black people, and it's true. Every other race has something, but black people, when this stuff happens to us, there's nothing. There's no repercussions. There's no second nature to this shit. It just keeps on happening, and there's nothing being done to prevent or have some kind of failsafe in place for stuff like this happening. And it makes me sad, you know.
that's the thing. Like, I feel like people that would commit a crime like that won't give a fuck what's in place. To be honest with you, we're talking.
Well,
You gotta dig deeper than that. Like, if it's someone's psychology, it's like the same thing when they say they ban guns in New York, but everyone still has guns.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, with the Asian,
yeah, you could do 30 years for having a gun on you in New York. So everybody, they're like, don't have no gun in New York, but people still getting shot every day in New York.
Yep.
with the Asian hate shit, that shit stopped immediately. You don't see nobody messing with no Asian people anymore. So I don't know, man. But like, even if they do sit there and like kill themselves after, like, there's still no motions in law that, you know what I'm saying, or in the government that is providing any sort of change to it. It's still happening. But fucking the schools get shot up. They motherfucking put metal detectors in the schools now. They put more security in the schools now. They're talking about having teachers have guns now and shit. But when the hood gets shot up, it's not gonna save them. But at least they're making the motions to deter it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
if someone wants to carry something like that out, there's ways that they can do it they could get past all of that. Like, there's nothing that's stopping them from doing that. Just because they put laws in place, like, if you do this, you're gonna get such and such amount of years. Like, bro, if I do this, I don't plan on living it anymore after this. So it's like, that's the mindset that they have. And also, you say with the metal detectors and everything, they'll just wait until the kids leave the school.
I mean,
What's to
But
stop
I'm
them
saying-
from just
I'm saying-
being
but I'm saying-
nearby, waiting for all the kids to leave school, and then just mowing
So,
them down if they want to go that route?
with that mentality, then I would rather them at least attempt to try to do something than to just not do anything at all because he's just like, fuck it. Like the same thing with fucking, damn, I don't want to go left like that. If a terrorist attack happened on the fucking country, they made the motions to stop that. Even though it can still happen now, motherfuckers can just crash some shit in here. But at least they made the attempt to try to fix it.
right. And I think that's the most important thing.
Anything could just happen on a random. There's laws in place for everything, but it still happens. But at least they made the attempt to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what he's saying. Like, you can't just, oh, it's gonna happen anyway, so we just let it fly. Like, no, there's laws against murder. There's
No, I'm
laws
just
against
saying, like, they can
robbery.
do that. I'm not saying don't put no laws in place, but it's still gonna happen, and it's still gonna happen a lot.
Yeah, it's still gonna happen. And I mean, no,
Like, I don't feel like it's gonna like decrease by like half or anything like that. It's still gonna happen. Like how
I
it's
key
been happening.
disagree with that because I feel like if robberies happen and now we have security systems and increased security and people owning firearms, like it's going to deter it. It's not like it's going to increase or get better. It's definitely going to get deterred. Like if you applied deterrent to something, it's not going to like make something happen more. It's just not going to work that way. So I feel like it might still happen. It might still occur often. Like it might still be like as frequent, but there's no way that it will increase or like stay on that rate of frequency if we have these deterrents. But I mean, like you said, if somebody wants to shoot some shit up and be like a domestic terrorist, then they're going to. But if you got motherfuckers posted in the building with weapons, and then you have a metal detector at the front, and then you get through, and there's another metal detector, and there's one at the back, the doors are locked, you got people watching the ceilings and shit like that, then obviously it's going to deter like whatever is occurring. I think that's what Terrell is saying. So it's like we just want some kind of motion to put some shit in place because it seems like they just don't care. You know what I mean? Like if an area gets attacked, we gonna fortify that area better, right? So that it happens less. It's not going to make it certain that we're not going to get attacked anymore. But now it's like if you want to attack us, now you got to go through this much more. I think that goes with anything.
And it could be as simple as just putting more police officers in the area. Like just making sure like a squad car is in that area at all times. It could be something as simple as that. Like it doesn't have to be this whole like red carpet event, but like at least make the attempt to like make sure it doesn't happen again. You get what I'm saying? Like
You're down, Freddie.
But yeah. Anyone else has any 2 cents on that?
No.
I feel like we should end on a somber note. So I got.
What would you do?
No. What would you do? Let's say. Okay, let's do this one. You have to survive 20 minutes with one of these animals for $100 million.
Okay.
It is a bear, a tiger, a hippo, and an alligator.
Give me the gator. I get that 20 mil. Simple. Or how much is it? My bad. It's 20 minutes. But how much?
20.
20
You
minutes.
survive 20 minutes for $100 million.
I'm getting that 100 mil. Give me the gator. I'm straight. I'm surviving.
I want to see what they're gonna pick.
I feel like I've seen that. I've heard this situation before, and there was a dude on TikTok that explained each and every one of these scenarios.
So which one would you pick?
Well, what he explained is there's no chance of surviving. But if I had to, I would probably pick. I think the gator because that'd be kind of the obvious thing.
Okay, Denzel, which one you picking?
The hippo.
Between the hippo. Now
Have
let's.
you not seen hippos in action, bro? They are walking menaces on.
The
They
motherfuckers
don't
are
give a
tanks.
Fuck, bro. They're
You know
not
they don't
that-
know how to swim.
They don't
They're
know how
just
to swim,
running.
but they know
They're running in water.
They're running in water, my guy. They fuck with you just cause they can. They're
I
not
would
friendly.
pick the gator, and there's reasoning behind why I would pick the gator.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna link you that video and why you don't. Yeah, because it's by a dude that's named National Geographic. Some black guy. It explains all these scenarios, and he's like,
Mhm.
"You stupid as hell for picking the hippo because the hippo is just a
shit.
menace to society,
Hippo is
They
a
just
menace
fuck-
to society.
they
They're
just
Black
fuck-
Air Force.
bro. They fuck
In
up
animal form.
tigers, gators. They fuck up all them shits. Bear is obvious choice. Bears can run fast, so you ain't got no choice. Tiger would be the quickest death because he's just going straight for the neck.
Yeah,
That's
tigers kill for fun.
They kill for fun, bro. They
Definitely
go
would
straight
never
for the
choose
neck.
a tiger. That's never a
You
choice.
turn around and run. He'd be like, "Oh, he want to play."
Shit, you shouldn't choose
That nigga slow.
Not all you wanna play.
Bro, more people died to hippos than I think any of these other animals.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What? The fact
So-
that you
Get
chose hippos is
split.
insane.
It wouldn't be a choice. A tiger should be a choice if a hippo's in the room. Like the hippo's there, because the hippo will literally, bruh, the hippo. You know what you do to crackers when you eat them? That's what hippos would do to your bones when they snap their jaws shut. I think we talked about this shit before.
Bro,
Yeah, go ahead and look it
yeah.
up, King. Use that monitor, look that shit up because
They treat your shit like gummy bears, bro. They burst
Now-
it.
The world's deadliest large land.
Yeah, they're all
500 people per year in Africa. Hippos are aggressive creatures.
Yeah.
Black Air Force energy.
Now,
They
the
literally
reason-
people because they
the
can.
re- The reason I picked that gator because it's not a crocodile. A crocodile will fuck your shit up, but
Yeah,
it's an
crocodiles.
alligator. Like alligators are probably if you're comparing a crocodile to an alligator is way more docile. They're more like they'll sit there and chill. A crocodile will fuck your shit up on site. He'll fuck your shit up.
And
And
they're
there's-
fast too.
There is a fucking crocodile. This was supposed to be on a pod. This question here was supposed to be on a pod episode like a couple episodes back. But there is a fucking, if you look up, I think it's a Cuban alligator or a Cuban crocodile. It's a Cuban crocodile. That motherfucker gallops like a dog. I promise to God, that motherfucker moves like a dog would move. And if you see that shit is the
Oh.
most terrifying shit. That shit is
Bruh.
scary as fuck.
Bro, what
But
is this?
In terms, even if the alligator was hella aggressive, let's put him in the most aggressive state.
Bro, this shit
That
like
alligator will get
2000.
winded faster than any of these other animals. That gator will be done after a couple minutes, and you'll be good.
Guess
You
what's
see
the
that
world's
shit?
deadliest animal?
Ooh.
Yeah, I see
But-
it. I see it. What the fuck?
What's the world's deadliest animal, Denzel?
Give me 4 guesses. Well, 3 guesses out of y'all.
Gorilla.
It's gonna be the mosquito or some shit.
It probably is
That
the
doesn't really
mosquito
count.
because
It's
it
the
That's an
mosquito.
insect, bro.
It is the
That's
Yeah.
mosquito.
insect, bro.
Right, got it.
they carry
Yeah.
diseases.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they carry diseases. Yeah. We
It's
talking
a
about
damn
animals.
mosquito.
Animals.
I mean, it is an animal.
But yeah, the galloping fucking crocodile, bruh. That
That's
shit is crazy as hell.
Not gonna
And
lie.
motherfuckers playing with that shit for real. Like motherfuckers getting chased by that shit. That shit.
This is nightmare fuel.
I'll take the gator. Hands
I'll
down.
take the gator. Bro.
Hands down, take the gator.
You were wild for
Oh.
choosing the hippopotamus, bro. That man.
This man gonna get
certified
split.
black Air Force.
He might, he,
It's like, bro, you sure? You sure that's
You
what you want, nigga?
bro.
you might not even last 5 minutes, King. I ain't gonna lie to you.
bro. They treat that shit like a snack. Crunch on your shit.
Yeah, your ass would be a Slim Jim for real.
And huge, bro. Hippos are fucking large. They're
Bro,
massive.
they're not fat. That's all muscle. That's all muscle.
Yeah, motherfucker, bulletproof for real. I'm telling you, he's a tank.
Yeah.
Fucking
Why you think
tank.
my boy? Why you think
The
my
fact
boy?
that they can't swim because they had like their muscles are too dense. That's why they can't swim. It's not because they can't learn. They just they too fucking massive.
Who is it? Who was it? Pablo. Why you think my boy Pablo had 2 cocaine hippos? He was with the shits, bro. 2 cocaine
That
hippos.
takes hungry hippos to a whole new meaning.
I'm
Yes,
dead.
bro. There's videos of them fucking up tigers, bro. The tiger thing is gonna be
Yeah.
a free meal, or the lion get their ass rag
Spliffed.
Split.
Now, this is not what would you do. This is a scenario. I want you to tell me if I would. Okay, how can I? I'm gonna give you the situation, and you just tell me your thoughts on it, right? So a man stole 10K from his girlfriend to place a bet. He won $100 million and gave her the 10K back, and she's mad and she wants $40 million. Is the guy right for giving her the 10,000 back, or is he wrong because he stole the initial 10,000 to place a bet and now he won?
Give her
Should
10
he
million
give her
and call it a day.
She wants 40 million, King.
Well, she
He
ain't
wrong.
Out of
getting
your
that.
100 million.
That's
You
her
get 10.
money though.
You get 10 million and she can live the rest of her life with that 10 mil. She don't need no more
Yeah,
than
no,
that.
I ain't gonna lie, she ain't gonna spend $1 million a year, bro. It takes a while to spend $1 million.
Yeah, she can get 10.
So yeah, nah.
he needs to give her a surplus because he took $10,000
10
fucking
million.
dollars from her.
Okay, 10,000.
Money.
He
You getting
stole
100.
10,000.
You
He
getting
didn't
a.
ask for it. He didn't borrow. He
Her
And
money.
guess
stole
what?
it.
And you're
That's
getting
why I'm
100
saying
times
he's
more
dumb
money.
fucking wrong. Honestly, he don't deserve that money
You're
at
getting
all. That shit should
1,000
be
times more
forfeited.
money. You're getting 8,000 times 10,000, 10 million. That's
That's what I'm
8,000
saying. Like, he
times
needs
more
to give
money.
her a surplus for
He
sure.
can
Like,
give her the 40 million. He has 60 mil. She's not asking for all of it. She's
giving her
asking
40
for
mil.
Then give her
Well,
40 mil.
Let's talk if I took it from Brittany. Yeah, I'll give her 40 mil. But like,
What the fuck? That's not your money.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
end of the day, that's not your money. You stole. You stole.
And
yeah. You
Those
you
are
took
the
that
and
shit.
access. You gave
Yeah,
back.
bro.
You really underestimate how much money, like 10 million.
Bro,
That's a lot of
can't
fucking
spend a
money.
mil.
bro.
It's
I
hard to
don't give a
spend a
fuck.
mil.
Bitch won 40 mils. Her money. You give her that 40 mil. The fuck.
Fuck
bro,
no, nigga.
it's
Fuck
your
no.
money.
Fuck nigga. Then take me to court. Then that's exactly what I'm gonna say. Take this 10 mil. Or
You
leave
just
it.
wait, hold on, because
You'll
you
spend
just
even
said
more money.
you just said it's gonna take her. It might take her a while to spend $1 million.
Yeah, it is.
So you're gonna have 60 M's. She's just gonna have 40, and it's your girl. so technically, it's still yours.
Nah, bruh.
Oh
Nigga, 10
hell
mil.
nah.
the M? Are
You
you
know what I
slow?
say? You know what I would say? I'd be like, all right, that's how you want to play. Take you to court. How about I take you to hell and slice your shit up? Go in that kitchen real quick, get your ass slipping.
Yeah, and I was check out that
Steal money.
that
Now I'm
Desert
up
Eagle that I
100
bought.
M's.
That Desert Eagle that I bought on my way from the lottery office. But like, oh, you about to slice some? Well, I'm about to bland some. Get the fuck away from me before I blow your
You
arm
gonna
off.
drop that shit with them flimsy ass wrists. You go, nah, that shit gonna hit the ground. But like, okay, now move your ass.
His wrist gonna be
Blam that
stuck.
arm off.
For real.
Fucking play with
Flimsy,
me.
your ass was playing. You was gambling all damn night. Your ass could barely see straight. You ain't finna shoot no shit. The wrist all fucked up. You got carpal tunnel from
Bro,
playing with
what
the
if she
slot
just
machines.
started cooking your shit? She's like, I know damn well you ain't gonna try to just point something at me. Get your goofy
Yeah, while
ass
she had a
off.
knife in her hand. Yeah, that's you exactly right. She would say some stupid ass shit like that with a knife in her hand, threatening me for my life. So yeah,
see,
I'm dead.
yeah, that's
The moral of
definitely
the story
accurate.
is, bro, you stole her money, bro. Just give her what she wants, bro.
Yeah, just give it back because you took it. Like you
Yeah,
took the
60
money. So you,
10
M's,
mil.
bro.
10 mil.
Bro, you're
Take
not
it or leave it. 10
60
mil.
M's, bro.
Terrell, would you
60
take 10
M's.
mil?
no,
I'll take 10
I want
mil.
that
I'm giving her 40, and I'm keeping my 60.
Nah, what did she
And
say?
you
Nah, I
flip
want
the
a little bit
60
more.
back to
Nah,
100.
what did she say? Nah, I
That's
want a
your
little bit more.
girl.
That's
That's
not
your
the
girl.
That's
situation.
your girl, bro.
Hey, that's your girl, but that ain't your wife. That's your girl. You don't know what can happen. She could probably take the
What
million.
if that was
leave
her
it
whole
40.
bank account? What if that 10K was her whole shit?
And put shit in negative.
Hey, man, give her 10 mil. She'd be well over. And she could leave.
She
She could do whatever. She could hate me.
On the table. You pissing me off.
Yes,
She said it's 10K or 40 mil.
Hey, 10 mil, bro. Take it or leave
10K
it.
or 40 mil.
10 mil.
All right, go to hell then. Shut your ass. Oh, you did. She getting your ass sliced in your sleep. Like,
I'm not gonna say no, and then she be like, okay, and then I'm gonna fall asleep next to her. Well, I'm like,
when you watch this, you one of the guys too, man. Male or female, don't fucking matter. Thank y'all for tuning in. Keep going crazy with the audio. Keep going crazy with the YouTube. If you haven't been on the YouTube, go over there. We're going to be dropping some shit very soon, and there's plenty of shit for y'all to watch. Honestly, y'all don't need nothing else. Y'all can get fed some shorts and just run up the videos that we already got. Matter of fact, I'm about to start reposting and retweeting them shits. Y'all need to start watching them other videos. I'm not even going to lie. But anyway, it's been your guys, Denzel, Terrell, and Devin. Myself, Rod, and we out. Peace, man.
You use,